What's up, guys? Gemma here and back again for another video, and I wanted to do this video for quite some time. It is going to be a video response to something Happy Console Gamer put out about retro games, or just kind of any video games that he really just doesn't like. And I wanted to pick 3 titles for you guys just to talk about these and why I don't like them. Now, I'm not saying by any means that these are bad games. Some of them, in fact one of them, the N64 title, has a really great concept, but you know those games where you just cannot gel with them, and no matter how much you play them, you just cannot. I just struggle, and I'm sorry, but it's my opinion. There's no kind of harm in this. Let me know what games that you just cannot gel with. Let me know what games you hate below. But I've picked out my 3 games that I just really find difficult to play. So without further ado, backtracking slightly, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to all my American friends and American subscribers, viewers, whatever. Have an awesome day with your families. I'm off to work until Tuesday, so I'm super stoked about that. And genuinely have an awesome day, guys. But let's jump back into the video and start with my first game. It's a Dreamcast game. I just can't stand it. This one might be a surprise to you guys. I'm lacking a case for it, so when I bought it, it was in this kind of weird plastic case, but it is Sonic Adventure. Literally, I struggle so bad. I think, I want to, okay, so what do I not like? I really don't like the soundtrack to this. It doesn't feel like Sonic in the slightest. It sounds like some kind of tacky elevator music or some really shabby music that you would hear in the 90s in some kind of supermarket. The voice acting really lacks. It really seems out of place to me. I really don't like the gameplay at all. I don't like the style of gameplay. I don't like the environments, like kind of Sonic running through the city. I tried. I really tried with this. And when it came out, I was like, yes, we got a new Sonic game on the SEGA Dreamcast. I was super pumped. But for me, Sonic is definitely about that kind of side-scrolling, and even now, something like Sonic Mania, it's gone right back to its roots, that classic Sonic 1, Sonic 2 feel, and I think for me personally, that's how Sonic, the series should have stayed. So this takes the kind of Sonic games series off on too much of a tangent. Terrible music, terrible voice acting, don't like the environments. The only thing that seems to remain true to the original games are the sounds of the rings, collecting rings or losing rings for me. So unfortunately, guys, this is the first game, retro game, I just don't like. Next up then is a franchise that I actually really do love. This beautiful franchise right here, but unfortunately this game, although you can play it with the analog, the kind of the controller, and you can play it with the G-Con 45, I just can't get it. I cannot get into it. You've probably guessed it. It's Resident Evil Survivor. Now, cast your minds back to Resident Evil 1 on the PlayStation 1. What I really liked was the kind of depth of field you had on the screen at the time. You had a really good kind of look of the kind of from left to right and all of the ground, the foreground, the midground, the background. You could see pretty much everything, and you've got your character in the middle, and you could kind of look for clues and really, doors and things. I really like that periphery and that depth of field in the Resident Evil games, especially the first 3, particularly the first. And this for me just takes that first person perspective, and it just doesn't feel, okay, it does feel like Resident Evil. You've got the doors opening for the load screens. There's some really good stuff about it, and I can appreciate that some people out there really do enjoy it, and kudos to you. I just think it was not the best part of the series overall. I think for me, again, similar to what I said with Sonic, the PS1 days with Resident Evil were about those kind of huge environments and fear, and this I don't even feel scared when I play. I just think it lacks way too much to be good for me, if that makes sense. I've tried it with both the G-Con 45 and playing it with the analog controller. Neither way has, I can't even speak, man. I don't even know. I don't like it. I don't gel with it. Let me know if you've played it, and smash your comments below and tell me what you guys think of these games I'm showing you today. Next up then is an N64 title. Conceptually, I think this game is really good, and it is based on the classic Tetris, which I just love. Love it. The best one is obviously the original Game Boy for me, and we've seen many of iterations of Tetris games come out. This one is Magical Tetris Challenge. I struggle with this one out of all three of these. And there's 3 modes, and it just, for me, they're kind of, you kind of go head to head, and you play Tetris and you attack the other player. As you're kind of playing, you know, you land pieces and it launches an attack, and I think that conceptually that is really, really good, and I can see what they're trying to do. They've got the Tetris brand, they've got some Disney characters, you know, they're trying to really kind of push the ethos of this story, but for me it doesn't work. I don't like that there's so much going on at the screen at once. It just seems like there's way too much stimulation, and all I really want to focus on are those pieces falling, you know, when you're playing Tetris. And there's things flying, there's animations that don't really add anything to the game and the quality of the story. And for that reason, it is a game that I have tried to play. I love Tetris, I love a bit of Disney, but I don't like Magical Tetris Challenge. And again, if you do, I'm very sorry. Let me know if you do in the comments, but there's way too much going on. They should have kept it nice and simple. Again, conceptually, really good. Just take out some of the animations, take out some of the garish kind of bright colours. And I usually like bright colours in games, but I really struggle with this. Can't play it, makes me feel just no. But there we go, that is my 3rd game that I just don't like. So there we go guys, 3 video games I just don't gel with. It's weird because like I said, those games are actually pretty decent, you know, they're alright if you read reviews. They're not the worst games, it's not like it's Superman 64 for God's sake. You know, I just don't feel like I can gel with them as a player, therefore don't play them. They're in the collection merely as collection pieces, but smash your comments below. I would like to hear it from you guys. 3 games, 2 games, 1 game, whatever you guys want to share. It's good to hear from you. But for now, have an awesome, and I mean this, an awesome Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, if you're in the UK, then just have a beautiful day. If you're generous enough to smash that subscribe button, it means the world to me. It really helps me out. And also share the video. But for now, have a beautiful day. My name's TheGebs24.